Assalamu alaikum. The today for lecture is topic for lecture is sampling and quantization. Sampling means process to convert continuous time signal to a discrete signal. It means analog signal will be converted into a digital signal or discrete signal. There is a difference between sampling and sampling theorem. Sampling is nothing, just conversion of analog signal into digital signal. Now we will discuss what is sampling theorem. A continuous time signal can be completely represented in its samples and recovered back completely if the sampling frequency f of s is greater than or equal to the twice of highest frequency component of the message signal f of m. That is, f of s is greater than or equal to 2 f of m, where f of s is sampled frequency and f of m is message frequency. Message frequency means the signal which is being messaged or transferred from one point to another point. Fs we can consider, or we can say, that is the frequency for the carrier on which the message signal will ride for transmission, where T of s is distance between two samples, also called sampling rate. For example, we have a sine wave which is considered as a message signal and which is analog, where f of s is a discrete signal. It is also called pulse train, and the distance between two samples is called sampling rate, and it is denoted by Ts, and this is the sampled signal. This is the sampled signal. Dotted line shows the envelope of the sample signal and it shows same as the original signal. Sampling theorem, from the statement of sampling theorem, it means that the transformed signal will also be recovered back or converted into original signal, or we can say it is a reversible process once it time domain to frequency and also frequency to time domain, or analog to digital and digital to analog, coding and decoding is used. For example, we have a message signal x of t is equal to sine 2 pi t plus sine 3 pi t plus sine 4 pi t. From above, it is clear that message signal has three frequency components, 1, 2 and 3. Omega 1 is equal to 2 pi, omega 2 is equal to 3 pi, and omega 4 is equal to 4 pi. As we know, omega is equal to 2 pi f, then first frequency will be f1, second frequency will be 1.5, and third frequency will be 2. As we are considering the case fs greater than 2 fm, fm is equal to maximum of f1, f2 and f3. From above three frequency components, we have seen that f3 has highest frequency component, so fm will be 2. Here we have considered high frequency, so our samples have less time period. It means the spacing between the samples is less. As our frequency is high, then the distance between the samples will be low or less. Case number 2 says, if sample frequency is equal to twice of message frequency, then this condition is called Nyquist rate of the signal. In future, we will solve problems in which the question will be what will be the Nyquist rate of the signal, then this will be the condition. Third case, if fs less than 2 fm, in this case we have considered less frequency, so our samples have high time period or delay is high. Once again, our message frequency is sine wave, and the pulse train, as from figure it is clear that the distance between the samples is very high, so the frequency is less, then the resultant signal will be like this, which is not actually the original signal as we have transmitted. Once again I am saying sampling frequency means Fs is equal to 2 Fm message signal greater than or equal to, or sampling theorem means continuous time signal is converted into discrete signal and recovered back completely. And what will be the condition for this recovered back? Sample frequency will be equal or greater than or equal to the twice of message frequency. Then further we will be solving problems related sampling frequency. In this problem, find sampling frequency of sine 100 pi t plus cos 200 pi t as message signal is equal to this. As we know, sampling frequency greater than and equal to 2 fm, omega 1 is equal to 100 pi, 200 pi, as 100 is the maximum frequency, so fs is equal to the, so sample frequency will be the twice, it means 200 hertz. Next problem is, if a signal having frequency component 0 to 10, it means we have a message, we have a frequency range from 0 to 10. Minimum frequency is 0 and maximum frequency is 10 and is sampled as 10 hertz. It means sampling frequency is 10 hertz. Then resultant signal will be as given, sampled frequency fs is equal to 10 hertz, maximum frequency component is in message is equal to 10 hertz. We are considering 10 hertz highest frequency component. From above data it is clear that sampling frequency is equal to message frequency. It means sampling condition is not fulfilled and also fs is equal to is less than 2 fm, so signal will be overlapped. Signal will be overlapped as shown in the diagram. The overlapping shows there will be a noisy signal or there will be a distortion in the signal and original signal will not be recovered. As we are recovering this circle, then the side by side signals will also be disturbed. It means original signal cannot be recovered back. Third problem is, find the sampling frequency fs for a signal with spectrum shown below. This is a message signal and it has a frequency range from 12 Hz to 20 Hz. 12 Hz will be the minimum frequency and 20 Hz will be the maximum frequency. So Fm is equal to maximum of F1, F2 is equal to 20 Hz. We know that Fs is equal to 2 Fm. Then we will got 40 Hz. Quantization means reconstruction of the original signal. In next lecture we will consider the reconstruction process of the original signal.